the most mysterious place that ever humans have discovered. Space is one of the most mysterious places for our human civilization. So there are a number of mysteries that is unsolved even today in our world. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about one of the mysteries of the space that till now no one has explained. So we're going to talk about the most mysterious thing that recently scientists have discovered. So hello all, namaste, my name is Prinsarian and I'm from class 6. So basically in this video we are going to discuss about a very weird thing that is found near our neighboring galaxy of Milky Way known as the Andromeda galaxy. Near Andromeda galaxy, scientists have found a very weird place or very weird gas cloud. So when research were done on this cloud, scientists found that it is nothing else than an oxygen cloud. Now, you might be asking me what is the thing or what is the matter to be so enthusiastic or so surprised in this thing. So let me just say you, when humans started their journey for the exploration of space till now, till the current year, we have found basically two official oxygen gas cloud. Oxygen cloud is basically a cloud of gases where only and only oxygens are there. So the two official clouds that we have found, only the oxygen is there only of 2%. Two traces, 2%. So that is a nice coincidence, but still only two. But now we are finding a huge oxygen cloud. We have found out the traces of oxygen there in the space, but now we are getting an oxygen cloud near the Andromeda galaxy. Imagine. So just think what basically how we are finding, because oxygen clouds are very rare in the space, because after the Big Bang, hydrogen was the most abundant element in the space. So that is why now also it is the most abundant one. So if there is even a bit, one particle of oxygen in the space, then it is going to merge with the dust particles and hydrogen to form water. And this water gets freezed up and they are known as the ice crystals. But then how basically there is a huge oxygen cloud, and it's, let me just tell you its approximate size. It is about 1.5 lakh light years. Imagine 1.5 million light years. Okay, so 1.5 lakh light years, so huge, much more oxygen is there. Okay, can you just imagine? So this oxygen cloud was found out by three scientists. Three scientists were found. So they actually wanted to study the Andromeda galaxy. So these three scientists thought, let us check out the Andromeda galaxy, and if we check that, we can be also saved from the collision. So that is why they chose the Andromeda galaxy. Now next, basically what happened, when they were studying the Andromeda galaxy, they thought, let us use a different types of instrument to do a new discovery. So to do that discovery, they actually used a process. This process now also your eyes are also having. You must have studied this in your school science. Studied this or not? Let me just say its name. Its name is the long exposure process. The long exposure process. In this process, basically what happens, now just imagine you are locked in a very dark room. Okay, now guess what will happen, how your eyes will react to that? Yes, you are right. they will just expand. Our eyes pupil will expand to capture more and more light. So now what happens? Like that only, these three guys, what they do is they choose a particular point in the space between the Milky Way and the Andromeda to just focus on the Andromeda galaxy. When they captured around like a lot of pictures of the Andromeda galaxy, and then what they basically found is they were like on a path for a new discovery. How? Like when they were just watching out, or just like for 15 hours, like when they were watching out our galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy, they used three filters. Okay, three filters they used to see different of them. What were the three filters? The three filters were, let me just say you, they that is alpha 2, alpha A, and O3. Now what are all these things, you will be asking me, what are all these filters, like why do we use them? So like scientists use them to like just see different kinds in different kinds of wavelength. I hope that you must having the idea about wavelength. I hope you are having the idea about the redshift as well. So okay, so what basically was special about this H alpha filter, that it is the wavelength, it has a wavelength of 656 nanometers. It has a wavelength of 656 nanometers that will capture red light. Now all the things of the, like you must be knowing about the hydrogen clouds. Now all these hydrogen clouds, all the pictures that you have seen of the hydrogen clouds, they are basically red in color. Why so? Because the scientists use H alpha filter in that to capture all the hydrogen particles in the space. That is why hydrogen cloud images are always red in color. So now, like that only, now our hydrogen molecules can be found like that. But now, the most interesting thing happened when they used the O3 filter. O3 filter is basically what it does. It does the same thing, but with a minor difference. The difference is it uses 437 nanometers wavelength to capture blue light. Okay, it was capturing red light. Our H alpha was capturing red light at a wavelength of 665 nanometers. But now our O3 filter is capturing blue light with like the wavelength of 437 nanometers. So now what these three scientists did is they basically just observed that near the Andromeda galaxy they found a huge blue light. When they just did more research on that, they found that it was none other than a oxygen cloud. Now they thought that oxygen cloud near Andromeda galaxy, it mustn't be true. Okay, so when they researched more and more, they actually found that it was oxygen cloud. After that, after like that, one person was there, like thought of this galaxy, or like Andromeda galaxy, and that now this cannot be done. The three scientists thought that it cannot be done. But another individual person or individual astronomer, what he did is he took all the burden on his head to understand what basically is that. So what instrument basically he used is very complicated. The person's name was Bracefall. Yes, the person's name was Bracefall. So basically what he used, what all instrument he used Kashi refractor, which refracts 90% more light than the rest of the refractor. Then he used CMOS camera. What is CMOS camera? CMOS camera is a very high pixeled camera which like uses very high sensitive megapixels of light to capture light. When this light is captured by them, what basically happens is the light just generates electricity and forms and a clear image of the space. Okay, so this is what happens. Now, after doing much experiments, he found out that yes, it was an oxygen cloud, and he showed this image to the whole world. Now, our hero of the story, Brace Fall, literally just said that this is an oxygen cloud, and it was also sure that it was an oxygen cloud. Okay, but now the problem was how this oxygen cloud came over that place. That is the main question. So astronomers thought that a supernova must have caused it. Supernova. So what basically happens is, if it is a very small massed star, then what would happen if a star has a very less mass? Its fusion between the hydrogen and helium particles will continue till a certain period of time, and then one thing will happen. This oxygen can come from a supernova by only one thing. Only one thing it can come. If all the lower elements get converted down into oxygen. Let's check how it is. So when a low mass star just finishes off its fuel, what basically happens? The fusion happens between the two isotopes of hydrogen. What are these two hydrogen? The isotope number 2 and the isotope number 3 fuse together to make helium. Helium is now burning. Now this helium and again another helium mixes to form beryllium with some gamma rays. So what happens is, now the beryllium is very uncertain in its nature, very unstable. So what it does, it again mixes out, or it again fuses with the helium and forms carbon. This carbon again forms with here, it again fuses with the carbon plus helium. So again fuses with helium to form out oxygen. This is how oxygen is formed. So now our oxygen is formed. But the main question is, if there would have been a supernova at that place, then that place must be very hot. But scientists found that that place was very cold. So what is exactly the real history or the real explanation to that? It's still unknown. So I hope you understood how this how this erroneous discovery has came us to a huge history. Very fascinating. So like that type of space videos, I will be also uploading in my channel, Prince Master Channel. And also be sure to like, subscribe, and also share this video with your friends and relatives, because they must have an idea about this, that in our whole world this oxygen cloud is now creating a huge mystery. And let us check out who converts this huge mystery into chemistry. Guys, bye bye.